And good evening to everyone. It is now May the 15th and the first day of the Novena to Mary, Help of Christians. What a um, beautiful month it's been so far. Hopefully, it's been a month where we have learned a little bit about Mary, about Don Bosco, about how this title of Mary Help came to be so attached to him, and through him to the Salesians, and through the Salesians to each of us here. Um, the During the month of May, in the time of Don Bosco, there was a wonderful custom, and it was developed actually from the early or the late 18th century and continued on through the 19th century. There was many different presentations of the month of May by the Jesuits, by the Redemptorists, by others. And Don Bosco, looking at what was out there, seeing that they were mainly focusing on the glories of Mary, the virtues of Mary. What Don Bosco did, he took that, but instead of adjusting it to Mary, the month of May, I think one of the famous ones he focused on was one by Alfonso Mazzarelli from 1785. It had gone through his month of May, that is, month of Mary, that is the month of May, went through about 150 editions and was translated into English, Arabic, Spanish, French, and Portuguese. Very popular work. Well, Don Bosco modeled his month of May series and his offering of spirituality along the lines of Mazzarelli, who focused on not so much the glories of Mary, but on Christian life, how to live and how to build a Christian life. So much so he said that we only have one immortal soul, and if we lose it, then we lose everything, and if we gain it, then we gain everything. So the idea of how to live a good Christian life by using the examples of others who have gone before us and lived their lives successfully in and with and through Jesus Christ. And so that was the focus of his month of May. While it was on Mary, it was focusing on, through Mary, her son, Jesus Christ, and how we need to follow and to live our examples, the example of our life, by focusing on how we live the scripture that is proclaimed to us, how we live the faith that we say we profess, how we don't just know it in our heads, but how we witness to it. And it's a common theme today, isn't it? It still seems to be a common theme. I know I try to hit on it as often as I can without getting too boring or too repetitive. That how while it's important for us to know our faith, we can't practice what we don't know. It's more important for us to live the faith that we say we profess. If we say we love Jesus, and we can pray inside the church, Jesus, we love you, you are our sweet Lord, you are my sweet everything, you are the sum and total of all my life. In you I surrender my will and my heart, and I want only union with you. I want to walk with you every day, Lord. But as soon as we leave the church, if our lives have not altered, if our lives have not changed, if we haven't really surrendered ourselves to the words that we professed, those words are flat, those words are meaningless. And our prayer kind of lacks a sense of sincerity. It lacks a sense of genuineness and reality. It's not based in how we live our life. You want to know how we live our life? Our life is lived if we focus our life in and with Mary, and through Mary with her son, Jesus. That's going to be reflected in how we deal with our husbands, how we deal with our wives, parents, how we deal with our children, children, how we deal with our parents and our friends and our relatives, and how we deal with the people that God sends into our life each and every day. My prayer for us as we continue this month of May, Mary's month, is that we keep that idea of Don Bosco focused on his month of May practices. And we use it, while we use it to develop a closeness with Mary, the mother of Jesus, we use it more especially in how we can concretely live the life of faith that we have professed ourselves to doing in the church. Making sure that our focus, our living of that faith in the church is just energizes us and kind of sets us on fire and inflames us with a passion and a desire to live it outside in all that we say and all that we do. We want society to be different. We want our family life to be different. We want our own life to be different. And we need to make the first step in making sure that we live, that we practice what it is that we say we believe. Mary will assist us in doing that as she leads us constantly to her Son, through her Son, and making sure that we live our lives for her Son and in union with him. And if we're in union with the Son, we're in union with the Father and the Spirit. So God bless you. Make sure you have not just a great day, but an outstanding week, rest of the week as well. Pray the novena to Mary, Help of Christians. Draw closer to her and hopefully to each other. God bless you all and have a great evening.